Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I am fine, thank you. And you?
Fine, thank you. Today we shall read about a poem, The Solitary Reaper. Okay, the name of the poem is Solitary Reaper, written by William Wordsworth. Okay, before that, let's have some word meaning. The first word is spontaneous,
Swata Prabhuta.
that is automatic. Worshipper,
Uchula.
worshipper.
Upasaka.
Next, overflow,
Uchula.
uchula, right? Then nature,
Prakruti.
theme,
Sara Vastu.
yes, tranquility,
Nirvaniswaddha.
right? The poem is The Solitary Reaper, written by William Wordsworth. Now let's know something about the writer, the poet William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth was born on 7th April 1770 in Cockermouth in the Lake District, England. Could got it? Could get it? William Wordsworth was born in England in the year 1770. He is regarded as a worshipper of nature. Who is regarded as a worshipper of nature? Who is regarded as?
William Wordsworth.
Yes, William Wordsworth is regarded as a worshipper of nature. Love of nature is the main theme or major theme of his poetry. Could understand? He always wrote about nature, and nature was the essence of his poetry. Nature is the sub and substance of his poetry. He wrote about ordinary men and women in the language of the ordinary people. William Wordsworth was such a poet who always wrote about ordinary men, ordinary women, and in the language of ordinary people. Okay, his language was very simple. His language was not bombastic. His language was not difficult to understand and stylistic. Very simple words were used by him. For him, poetry is the spontaneous outflow of powerful feelings. When he was asked, "What do you mean by poetry?" he said, "Poetry is spontaneous, that is automatic. Outflow comes out of our powerful feelings." Actually, we the human beings have different feelings. When we are in deep feelings, automatically our thought comes out. And those thoughts takes shape of poem, prose, poetry, and also dialogue. Okay. So, to him, poetry is the spontaneous outflow of a powerful feeling arising from a emotional collected in a tranquility. Those powerful things, when they are collected, they are remembered, they come to our mind in a lonely place when we are alone, when we are tranquil. He died at Ridal. He died at Ridal Mountain and Gardens, United Kingdom on April 23rd, 1850. Now let's some word meaning. Feeling means what? Emotion, that is in Oriya. Right. Depict means
ବର୍ଣ୍ଣନା କରିବା.
yes. Last means
ଯୁବତୀ.
recollected means
ମନେ ପଡ଼େ.
right. Mane pade. Okay. Now let's have next page. Here is the next page. What is the a thing of beauty is joy for ever. A thing of beauty is joy forever. That means a beautiful thing is always beautiful. Could understand? A beautiful thing is always beautiful and always be appreciated and always be appraised. So it is said a thing of beauty is joy for ever, and its Surya meaning is
ସୁନ୍ଦର ତୃପ୍ତିର ଅବସାଦନ
right. Sundara Tuptir Avasadana. Scanning means Ramaniya. Melody means Sur Chankar. Pictures means
ଛବିଳ
hunting.
ବାରମ୍ବାର ଆସିବା
Sutu.
ଶାନ୍ତି ଦେବା
Right. A thing of beauty is joy forever. I have already told you its meaning. That means a beautiful thing is always beautiful. The scanning view of a picture sight pleases our eyes. If you see a beautiful sight, if you see a beautiful scenery, it will give you much pleasure. It will give you pleasure to your eyes and to your mind whenever you see a beautiful sight or a beautiful scenery. So the haunting melody of a cuckoo soothes our south. Even a cuckoo sings. Cuckoo is a bird like a koili in Indian cultural culture. Cuckoo, it is a bird, singing bird. Cuckoo is a singing bird and his melody or singing is very pleasant. Whenever a cuckoo sings or a koil sings, it gives us much pleasure, much happiness, much amusement to our soul. Could understand? Who gives much amusement? A cuckoo's melody, a cuckoo's song, a cuckoo's singing gives us a melody. A soulful tone of a singer amuses our heart. Even a singer sings a good, beautiful song, and that sweet note gives us much pleasure, much happiness, and pleases our heart. So the moment we take leave of the sight or sound, when suppose we were listening to a song, suppose we are enjoying a beautiful sight and we have to take leave of it, we will feel bad. And that impression will last long in our mind. Could understand? It will remain in our mind. It will come to our mind again and again for a long time if it is beautiful one. Okay? They occur as recurringly. They come back again and again in flashback. Like a flashback, like a lightning, it will come to your mind. We can hardly part with them. We can't forget them so easily. We can't forget them so easily. What we can't forget? We can't forget that melody or that song or that beautiful sight. The voice and the vision have a long lasting effect on us. That voice and vision or sight will remain in our mind for a long time. They continue to be perennial, that is permanent. Perennial means permanent. Memory with us. They never cease to be and they will not stop to come to our mind. So it is said that a thing of beauty is joy for ever. So have you ever experienced such a charming beauty and music? Yes, we have experienced a lot of beautiful songs and also beautiful sights. You must have. Yes, we have. Well, let's read the following poem to note how the music of a Scottish girl exercised. Here is a Scottish girl. The girl is from Scotland, so she is called a Scottish girl. Exercised an everlasting impact on the mind of the poet William Wordsworth. Once William Wordsworth heard a song from a Scottish girl who was cutting and reaping crops in the field, and the song was so impressive, so beautiful that it came to the poet's mind again and again for a long time. This is the main theme of the poem, The Solitary Repair. Now the poem begins like this. Yes, before that let's have some word dealing recurringly.
Puni puni.
Right, perennial. Chira. That is a chira, wrongly written. Flashback. That is not a jhalak, that is jhalak. Okay, that is a
Jhalak.
jhalak. Lass.
Jubati.
Charming.
Sita sa.
Chitta.
Karsaka.
Chitta Karsaka. Behold.
Dekha.
Everlasting.
चिरस्थायी
Right, now the poem begins like this. Behold here. What did I say? Behold here. Behold here. Behold means see. Behold means see. See here, single in the field. The poet says, hey, look at here. Look at the girl. She is alone, only single. Nobody is with her. She is all alone in the field. Who is all alone in the field? A girl is. A young girl is all alone in the field. Who says it? Who says it? The poet. Who is the poet?
William Wordsworth.
William Wordsworth says, hello guys, see the only single girl in the field, only girl in the field. Yon means yonder. This is the short, yon is the short form of yonder. Yonder is old use of old in its yonder was generally used in old days and its meaning is over there. Odia meaning is head setare. Yonder means head setare. So yonder solitary highland lass. That lass means I have told you a young girl. That young girl was from the highland of Scotland. So the poet says, hey guys, look at the single or all alone girl in the field, reaping and singing. What is the girl doing?
reaping and singing
The girl is reaping and singing by herself. As there was no one, she was singing herself. She was listening by herself. Could understand? She was the singer. She is the singer and she is the listener. Okay, because there was no one to listen to her song. Stop here or gently pass. The poet says to himself, William Wordsworth, stop here or gently pass. Stop here and enjoy the song or pass it. So this was about first paragraph, first stanza of the poem, The Solitary Repair. Okay, we will have more stanzas in our next class. Till then, bye. Thank you.
it's
It's okay.